Hello and welcome to the follow.
That's what you weren't supposed to even do. That's fine. It's fine. So this is the Charlotte and Catherine show. This is what happens when she tries to do the introduction. She gets it wrong.
Well,
Do you want to try it?
welcome to the Shola and Catherine show.
That's better.
As you can see, I just got the name wrong. Anyway, welcome. And
Hi. And this is another one of our shows. And obviously we want you to like, follow,
and share.
and comment.
And share.
And share.
She's not keen on the sharing part.
I don't do so much sharing. But I like to keep it a bit more sedate. But people do find us anyway. They still do find us.
They do. So
that's
wonderful.
Good. And what are we talking about today?
We're talking about the wedding.
The wedding. Oh, yes.
The wedding.
Her daughter's wedding. So now we're talking about your daughter's wedding and the traditional wedding, not the white wedding, the traditional wedding. And on this, there's just so much to share. You were upstairs with the makeup artist, and we'll talk about her in a minute, but she was brilliant. But you were upstairs ironing and doing all sorts of things. I was
doing all the ironing,
and I went downstairs to make sure, because that's when the decor company, Event Decor Hire, and the production company, which is Dean Carby, they came, and I was just making sure that all the tables were going to be laid out. And the dance floor people were there, so I was speaking with them to make sure that the dance floor was in the right place. And then all of a sudden, the venue event person came. He came and he said, I hope you realize, this was like about 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, something like that. And he came and said, do you realize that the party has to finish at 7 o'clock? And I said, no, it's not going to finish at 7 o'clock. It's supposed to finish like midnight, 11 o'clock midnight, as it usually does. And he said, no, it's got to finish at 7. And I said, well, if a party's starting at 3 o'clock, how can it finish at 7 o'clock? And it's a big, full production, full everything wedding. And he went and got the papers out and he said, it's going to finish at 7. And I said, well, if we don't go, what will you do? And he said, well, we're going to have to, everything has to be packed up. You'll lose your damage deposit, which is a lot of money that they take. And he wasn't having any of it. So I decided to go upstairs and break the news to Catherine. And I will show you the after effects of that just now. Right, I have just asked Catherine to sit down. I was downstairs showing the dance floor team where they were going to set up for the dance floor. And one of the venue people actually came, said, are you the organizer? And obviously I puffed myself. I said, yes, I am. And she said, what did he say? We were sorting out where the dance floor is going to be and, location. And the gentleman said, you do realise that this function is supposed to finish at 7 o'clock. I had to catch that on camera because she doesn't know. I said, how can it be finishing at 7 o'clock? He said, on his paper, it's supposed to start at 12 o'clock and finish at 7. I said, no. I said, it's supposed to finish at midnight. He said, that's not what he's got on his paper. So I just thought, I said, go and check your paper, because the dance floor person is not, how can we set up a dance floor? Start the function at 3 o'clock, people are coming at 5 o'clock and finish at 7 o'clock. So, Catherine, what do you say to that? Are we finishing at 7 o'clock?
No, we're not finishing at 7 o'clock.
What was the
venue to 11 at least?
So we need to go downstairs.
We need to go downstairs and sort this out.
Are you going to kick some butt? I just thought I'd catch this. I thought I'd catch this on camera just to show.
Yes, I am.
She's actually very calm. I thought she was going to start throwing things, throwing people.
In a calm way. And I'm going to say,
it's not finishing at 7, is it?
no, read your script.
This place, what's the hotel?
Communication, Millennium Gloucester.
The Millennium Gloucester. They just don't know what they're supposed to be doing.
So shall we go down?
Let's go downstairs. If she's not throwing people around, I'm probably going to start throwing my fist around.
Let's go and see.
I don't advocate any violence.
But we are going to sort it, and we'll come back.
We're going to sort it with sweetness and smiles.
Exactly.
The date, okay, it was meant to be in May. We can start setting up at 9, and it was going to finish at 11.
So I've just had a meeting with the duty food and beverages manager and the other guy. And I have asked them to go away. If I have a meeting with themselves for 5 minutes and come back to me with their solution. But obviously, this wedding is not going to finish at 7 o'clock. I'll wait and see what they say. The room's supposed to have chairs in it. There's no chairs out because he said it wasn't on the list. I've got a team ready to put some chair covers on these chairs, but there's no chairs out. Half the tables are all just ramshackled across the room, and it needs to be saved. This is why I always say to people, make sure you have a wedding planner, a wedding coordinator, on the day coordinator, but have somebody that's got your back, that can speak up for you at your event. I'm Shola, and I'm from Designer Wedding Planner. Saving the day.
So, Shola introduced me to a makeup artist.
I introduced you to quite a lot.
You did.
Because as a wedding planner, as you know, I'm a wedding planner, designer wedding planner. Woo-hoo. So I said to her, you've got to have a makeup artist.
Yeah.
And then what did you say?
And I said, no, don't want a makeup artist. I'll just do my own makeup. It's another expense. And Shola
No, I said
decided,
no. I said, as the mother of the bride,
I need to look the part.
yeah.
So
It's your day.
you did.
Always remember, as mother of the bride, it's also your day. And that's what I said to you, isn't it?
So I said, okay. Because
Who
the
did you,
prices
you went for body makeup artist.
The prices were reasonable,
Yeah,
weren't they?
yeah.
And it was great. So,
And she turned up. She
and she
turned up.
was very punctual, wasn't
yeah,
she? She
yeah.
was on time, so that was really
She's
good.
a lovely person as well.
So she came
Yeah.
and she fixed me up.
She met us a picture.
It's a cream. It's like a serum. It's very good. So which one should we have?
You know, I won't use anything that will make you sweat.
No. This is the day one. Let's do the day one.
You didn't look like Coco the Clown, which is one thing that you were worried about, looking like Coco the Clown. No, she made you look stunning, actually. Don't you think you look stunning on the day? Coco the Clown. But that was the objective we didn't want. You look natural.
I did.
And you look beautiful.
And I
In
look
fact,
different.
you look, you but nicely beautiful. Put a little bit of makeup on somebody, you see how their character changes.
Absolutely.
Lady
absolutely.
Catherine was in the house. She was in her element. Now, but always make sure
but
that
she
you
was
have
good. She
somebody
was
else,
very
because
good.
mother of the bride, you're not supposed to be running around.
No,
Although,
no.
having said that, mother of brides, part of your CV is to run around.
Yeah.
Especially when it's your daughter's big day, isn't
Exactly.
it? Mm.
Exactly. You want everything perfect.
Yeah.
Because you know that if it's not perfect, there'll be tears. And there'll be double tears because mother, the bride will be crying,
It's
daughter will
important.
be
It's
crying.
important,
So
yeah.
you need to have that presence.
Yeah.
You need to
Yeah.
show people that you are the mother of the bride.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you were doing that.
I
You
did,
did
I
that
did.
very well.
Yeah.
You did that with some grace.
Yeah.
Although at one point you weren't. There was no grace. There was
no grace.
There was no grace
There was
because, especially when they said that the venue has to close at 7. What? Not good.
I said,
Not good.
really?
Not good.
Kidding me?
I'm ironing. Mother of the bride has been reduced to the laundry woman. It's not a crying shame. You see, if I was in Africa, if I was in Ghana, I would have someone, I would have a team doing everything. All I need to do is just sit and look pretty. Iron my clothes as well. So the mother of the bride has done hers. And this is part of the ashwabi that we've got. This Tiffany blue outfit. And this is my one. I'm not an ironer. I don't know how to iron very well. And I don't need to see my outfit, so.
So, Shola, who did the track table?
Well, your girls did the track.
they?
Yeah, your girls did the track table. And I think
I'm
they-
impressed.
Yeah, they looked on. I think they looked on YouTube to find out how it's done because they
I'm
said with Cuckoo,
impressed.
with Coco.
Oh, Cuckoo.
Yeah,
Get his
Cuckoo.
name right.
Cuckoo, I
Master
know. I
Cuckoo.
can always think
Charge
Coco.
her.
I always
Charge
think
Shola.
Coco Chanel. That's why. That's what's really in my head. Coco, but it's Cuckoo.
Well, he would like a bottle of Coco Chanel.
I bet he
Man.
would. If you got some Coco Chanel for Cuckoo, that'd be nice.
We'll send a picture. Yeah, we'll
So,
send it.
what we were saying, so the traditional table was done by your girls. They
Yeah.
bought everything that was on the list.
Yeah. Even the bride.
The bride was the bride and her sister. That when I say the girls, it's the bride and her sister that was setting up this table. Cuckoo was there helping to lift the table left, right, and centre, wherever it needed to go.
Yeah.
He was, like I said, star. So the table, now what was on that table? Because explain what was on the table.
We had salt, honey, sugar, cake.
What kind of cake? It was a cupcake.
We had 2 cakes.
You had a traditional wedding cake.
Yes. And then we had a peanut traditional Ghanaian cake. You should see the size. I mean, it's humongous.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful. It had the initials, so it had FMP on it for La Sade.
Yeah.
And then it had Paul, P for Paul.
P for
it
Paul.
was amazing.
Yeah.
It was really, really good.
Do they call it, what they call it, cupcake? Is that the one they call cupcake? Or?
No, they call it peanut cake, but we just abbreviated to cupcake.
Okay.
Cupcake.
And that's part of the Ghanaian tradition.
Yes.
So that was there. I'll tell you what I loved on this table.
Tell me.
On the list, it said sewing machine. And for mine, I didn't even bother to even look at that because I thought, where am I going to get a sewing machine from and why? But you actually had a little cute Singer sewing machine on the table.
Yes.
Where did you get that from?
So that was from the groom, and it was passed down from his grandmother. His grandmother had recently passed, and as they were clearing out her house, they came across the sewing machine. It was on the list to get a sewing machine. So they found the sewing machine, God sent.
It's adorable little thing, cute.
And it's a single original tiny one. So I think it must have been made in the late 50s, 60s.
Original piece.
Original piece. In its box. Original box as well. We have to get a picture and share it.
Yeah. No, you'll see because I'll show it.
Oh, have you got a picture?
I've got a picture of it, so we'll put that out for you to see the table and see if you can spot the little tiny cute Singer sewing machine.
This is why you need a wedding planner.
This is why you need a wedding planner.
Because the mother of the bride.
No, you didn't. You see, you didn't have to be there for that.
All the things,
you can't be there for everything, and you're the mother of the bride. So there's elements of it that you have to sit down and just let other people take control of for you, and that's what we did.
Yeah, but the table was beautifully set.
What about the decor?
Oh, hands to Mary. Well
Event
done,
decor
Mary.
hire. They rose to the challenge.
Hire. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I got my pink
she was asking. You were asking for this pink chair. It's a sofa.
It's a sofa.
Because you didn't have a photo booth. You had a photo area where it had little area outside the main ballroom.
Yes.
And you had some drapes, and you had a nice halo with floral halo, and then she had this pink sofa. But before then, I said it's out of budget. You can't have the sofa. It's not coming.
And I begged.
And she kept asking. I said it's not coming. The sofa's not coming. But I knew, and I kept saying to Mary, make sure you get that sofa in. And she kept saying, but it's not going to fit in the van. The van's got everything else in it. We've got so much stuff. And I said, just put the sofa in.
I wasn't expecting the sofa, so we had decided, Sade and I, we had decided that okay, we're not having the sofa. We'll just find a chair, 2 chairs, and put it there for those who want to sit and have their photo taken.
Yeah.
But on
the sofa was there.
When I saw the sofa, I nearly cried. Oh, I got so emotional.
Impressed.
I think that was the only thing I really wanted.
It set the scene. It set the scene for the photographs. But then, having said that, didn't you miss the family photo that they took out there? She was not available for that. What happened to that? Where were you?
I kept being called in all directions. Catherine, this is happening. Can you come and sort this out? Okay, yeah. And then of course there were people leaving, and I thought, oh, they need to have some presents. So I was doing all that. And then of course my family were tagging me. We're going to take a photo, family photo. And I go, all right, give me a minute. And they came 3 times, and I think at the end they just said, you know what? Forget it.
And they took the picture without you.
They took the picture. So they're going to, what are they going to do?
You're going to have to they're going to have to impose you into this picture so that you can be part of the family.
Photo.
Never mind. There's other pictures that you were in.
All the family were in there.
No, you'll be there for other pictures.
It was good.
So don't worry, you'll be there for other pictures.
Thank
the room looked beautiful. The chair covers was set crisp. The centerpieces were what you asked for. What now? I say her, but it was her daughter that asked for the stuff. And she had a consultation and she chose what she wanted for her centerpieces, and it just set the room beautifully. And they had the stage that was there with this big couch, a chaise lounge, and the and some chandeliers as well, didn't she? And the room was just so perfect.
Yeah, it was.
Dean was there for the dance floor, the lighting, the production, and the
DJ,
DJ.
he was good.
The
He was
DJ
good.
was very, very
It
good.
was very good. He played all the music we all wanted, you know.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Afrobeat.
It was Afrobeats time.
Yeah.
You were shaking. You were shaking. She was doing some moves. She was doing some amazing moves. I thought you'd practice. Did you practice?
No, well, I did a bit at home. I would put do you know what? I would listen to Spotify,
It's Spotify, yeah.
and I would put Afrobeat on.
And so you practiced before the
Oh
day?
gosh, I was practicing.
I thought it was all natural.
No. I was doing some moves. I was getting into the groove.
I was looking at it, thinking, Catherine's dancing.
I
Catherine's
just
doing
want to
some
make
shapes.
sure that I do it right, you know. So I did.
You did.
I
You
did
shone.
practice.
You shone like a diamond.
And the Ashobi ladies.
Oh my gosh! Because you picked a really lovely lace. It was. It was not turquoise. What's the word?
I called it Tiffany.
Tiffany blue.
You know, you've got to do the royal thing. Tiffany blue.
Tiffany blue lace.
Mason and Fortnum.
Fortnum and Mason.
Fortnum and Mason.
Fortnum and Mason. And it was beautiful blue lace, and lots of girls, Jamaican, African, English, bought into this because that's what you do as an African family, and you get the crowd or the entourage to get the same material, so that it's like a uniform, and it looks really, really nice. And you picked a really stunning colour, and the gilly was silver, but sparkly silver, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
And it had that Tiffany blue running through it in a line.
Oh, they looked amazing.
And that was original from Nigeria as well, so that was amazing. So a lot of people bought the material, and then you sew it into your own style. So you have the same material but different styles, isn't it? And then the gilly, we had the makeup artist actually.
She brought two of her
colleagues with her.
Yes,
she bought two gilly tires with her. So what I'll always say is, when you're asking your makeup artist to bring you a gilly tire, make sure you know who's coming, because sometimes what happens is the makeup artist brings her colleagues with her, and then somebody else hears about your party, and then they come as well, and then there's confusion, because then they say they haven't made enough money from the day, and it's just confusion. So always make sure you know who's coming to do the gilly tying. But Body bought some couple of nice girls, and they were downstairs seeing to the guests, seeing to the bridesmaids as well. But the bride was upstairs, getting her hair done.
Her gilly has to be out of this world. It has to be extraordinary, and actually she did a very good job, didn't she?
Different. It was
she
a different
looked
style.
amazing.
Yeah.
She looked amazing.
So
it was really, really good. And also, I think what shone out for me was that, you know, my Ashobi ladies, they looked stunning. And some of them had never had a gaily tied on their head. So it was a new experience.
It was a new experience for them. But you know what counts as well was because it was for you that they said, right, yes, we'll come, we'll pay for our Ashobi, we'll come, we'll wear it. It's the first time I'm going to wear gilly, but they came and they did it for you as the mother of the bride, because the bride doesn't really know people. But actually, the amount of English people that actually wore the uniform, the Ashobi as well, was amazing. What about the groom's dad?
Oh, he was the star. To me, he was the star.
Yeah.
He really, even though he's never worn an African outfit before, a full Yoruba outfit, the three-piece, he wore it with his filler. Yeah, and he looked amazing. The colour was just good.
With his hat, the filler, with the underneath, the shirt that goes underneath, and then the agbada, the thing that they always do. He wore that as well.
And also another friend of ours, Chris, he also wore his, and he looked stunning. He really did. He looked stunning.
And I give props to people, especially people that's not in the same culture, embracing the culture, because it just looks so beautiful. Because we embrace other cultures, so it's nice when they can embrace the African culture. But the dad just looked absolutely super. He really did. And all the guys and the girls that are not traditionally African, that wore the uniform and they were dancing in it, and they felt really proud to be wearing it, that was amazing. So
Yeah.
props to you guys. Thank you so much for taking that on
Yeah.
and standing by you, because that's
Absolutely.
counted as standing by, because you said, I've got this outfit, I've got this, and they trusted you.
Absolutely.
And they bought theirs and they came down and it just looked so beautiful.
It did. And I must say here that, thank you for Chris, because he'd said a really amazing, beautiful prayer for the couple and handed over, helped hand over,
Handed her over, didn't
handed
he?
over to her
Prospective
parents,
yeah.
So
Parents-in-law.
now she has to call them mum and dad, not Mike
English
and
style.
whatever.
Nah,
You have to do the
African style is mom and dad.
Your mum and dad.
Your mom and dad, because they're family
They're
and
family,
respectful.
and you have to
But
be
she's respectful anyway.
She is. So yeah, thank you
So
so
he did
much,
that, he
Chris.
did that.
Thank you. Really
Props to
appreciate
Chris.
that.
Props. Well done, Chris.
Yeah.
And then, Catherine, moving it on, we had that entourage we were talking about that were wearing the ashwabi.
Yeah.
And all your friends were wearing the ashwabi. How did that make you feel?
Oh, it was a proud moment. It was really, really. When you're seeing it at your wedding. So it was really, wow, this is what really happens. So it was so nice to have my friends, my family behind dancing in with me and
There was a
it.
crowd. There was a crowd in the corridor. Do you remember when we were in the corridor bit? And we were waiting to get called in.
Yes.
And you were standing. In fact, no, you didn't actually stop. You were still organising people. And I was saying, Catherine, it's nearly time to go. It's nearly time. And I was saying, I've got to be beside her so that we can sort of make sure. And then when the Alaga court said the mother of the bride come in, because we come in
had
first.
to pay a fee.
I was just dancing beside her all the time because I just thought I need to get some of this lamplight. I was pretending I was working. But I was there thinking, no, I'm going to share some of this lamplight. After the parents had done their dance, it was time for the groom and his groom's people to come into the room. And he was outside telling me, I can't dance, I'm not dancing, I don't want to dance. And I said, just do what comes. Just do what comes. And what did this young man do?
He did well.
He did excellently well.
He did well.
He
with
really
his merry
did.
men.
His men were ready.
Yes.
They've been watching too many YouTube.
One slid across the dance floor.
He was doing, what's he called? Spins on the floor.
Yeah. Somersaulted.
Yeah.
Oh my
But the
goodness.
groom he did really, really well. And he actually danced in.
Yeah.
And then there was a point where the Alaga was giving him some jobs to do, like, if otherwise they get a fine, isn't it? If they didn't take their hat off, they'd have to pay a fine. But they were ready. They had all the dollars in their pocket already.
Yeah.
And then she said, you're going to do some press-ups. And he said, yeah. And he did about 5 different press-ups on the floor. And the crowd...
Yeah,
the crowd was so happy.
He did
Really well. He did really well.
Some people struggle with the press ups, don't they? But
we've been to weddings where they can't do the press up, or they shouldn't do the press up. But no, he did it, and he did it really, really well. But it brings laughter and fun to everybody watching. So that was really
very
good.
well. Well done, Paul.
Yeah, he did amazingly well.
Caring, trustworthy, humble, godly, Paul Harris!
Settled and sat down, then it was the turn of the bride to make her entrance. All the singing and everything had been happening, and then she came in with her entourage, and part of her entourage was her sister Victoria.
Yeah, Queen V.
Queen V.
seeking your permission to formalize the love and relationship, that the affection and love between them is deep, genuine, and God ordained.
Of clothes that you will not go naked in Jesus' name.
Then she takes the bride and the groom over to the traditional table and she says to them, pick the dearest, the thing that's most dear to your heart. Pick
Was the
that's
bride, wasn't it? Was
the bride has
yeah.
to pick
Yes.
the thing that's the most dearest to her heart on this table. And this is a table that's got everything in it. It's got material, it's got a suitcase, it's got
Bible.
it's got the Bible, it's got, and this little table had this little stool as well, which we wrapped up that morning. And I didn't know the symbol of the stool, but it was there as well. And the alcohol was there, water, all these things symbolizing all sorts of different things. And the bride is supposed to go there and pick what's dearest to her heart. And Nell picked the stool.
And you know why?
She wasn't supposed to pick the stool, but why did she pick the stool?
Because I think she identified the stool as traditional Ghana, and she's got a baby stool. So when she was a baby, she had her own stool, which is still in my house. I need to give it to her. So for
a real
her,
stool.
The same one, but a baby side, which she sits on. She used to sit on it as a toddler.
Okay.
So I think when she saw it, that was the dearest thing to her heart. She forgot the ring, didn't she? Remember?
She was supposed to. She's not even supposed to pick the ring. She's supposed to pick the Bible, and tied to the Bible is her engagement ring. And that's what she's supposed to pick, because the Bible symbolizes the love of the Lord, and everything.
Right.
That's another thing that we have to teach our children as well.
That cultural.
But it was cute.
Yeah, it was.
It was cute, and the reason why she chose the stool is lovely.
It was good.
Bride had to meet her in-laws, her new parents to be, and that was joyous as well, because she had to sort of get carried to them, isn't she? And then she sits on their lap as if she's their new baby. And Nell did that really nicely. And
Paul lifted her, didn't he?
Yeah, he lifted her over and carried her over.
And she's not coming back. She's gone to Somerset. Well done. We've come to the end of the program, but we're going to cut the cake.
After we've done all of the formalities for the traditional wedding, Catherine decided, well, she'd already planned it, that she was going to change outfits as the mother of the bride, Lady Catherine.
Queen Catherine.
Lady Catherine. You tell us what she should be called. Is it Lady Catherine or Queen Catherine? I think it's Lady Catherine, because you've got to rise to the challenge of being Queen Catherine. And what am I?
Well, that's royal.
I'm Shala
Listen,
Baby.
You're Shala
Shala
Baby.
Baby.
But I have a gene that's got royal blood flowing in.
Lady Catherine is good enough. Lady Catherine.
All right then.
No, we'll see. We'll see what our viewers. We'll see. If you get more than 2 votes for Queen, then it's Queen Catherine. But if you get more votes for Lady Catherine, which is what I think she should be, then it'll be Lady Catherine.
The lady of the manor.
Exactly. This is where it stems from.
Give me the manor.
Lady of the manor. But anyway, so she decided to wear a second
Kente.
outfit. You chose Kente.
We chose Kente. And the reason why, because we had done the Nigerian thing. The first stage of the wedding was the Nigerian Yoruba style. And because we are Ghanaian, I wanted that element of Ghana brought into
woven,
it.
nice.
To represent Ghana as well. So for us in Ghana, it's the kente. And I had to have that specially woven.
Really? Was it from Ghana?
It was from Ghana.
Oh.
100% silk.
Lady Catherine went to town.
It was beautiful. So, thanks to my cousin, Mary, she sorted it all out for us.
Mary was very helpful as well.
She was.
Mary was very helpful.
Yeah. So we all changed. And it was so nice when we came back, the bride Queen Victoria,
Yes.
Mum,
Yeah.
and the groom,
Yeah.
and Victoria's partner.
Mm.
We were all in
All
kente,
changed, all
and
changed.
it was
Nice.
lovely. It was
And you had your
nice,
makeup. Your makeup was topped up.
Yeah, it was topped up.
Mine was topped up as well because I wasn't going to let her just top her up. I had to get topped up as well.
She had to. And I had a change of gilly as well, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
I had
Yeah,
a
to
change
match.
of gilly to
Yeah,
match.
yeah.
And,
And did you have a change of fan as well? Did you have a change of everything?
No, I didn't have another
didn't have a
fan.
fan?
No,
Okay.
no. I just had my normal. It just came back.
And everything.
normal.
The
It was
whole
great.
outfit was
It
just
was lovely.
beautiful. It was
So
just. It turned everything round, but it was beautiful.
Yeah, so
the outfit was nice.
Absolutely. It was just to show that, there is a Nigerian side and there is a Ghana side, and we need to represent
You have to
both
represent.
of them and
Yeah.
acknowledge
Yeah.
both cultures. So it was, it
It worked.
really well.
I think it worked really well. But your outfit was lovely
Thank
from
you.
the first day to right to the very end. Perfect.
I have to get her a kente.
Yeah, I will wear it.
Shola baby
I
needs
will
a
wear
kente.
it. I will wear it.
We are going to wear kente
We'll wear it.
together.
And we'll let you know where we're going to wear it because it's going to be somewhere special.